Now, I want to go ahead and preface at the beginning of this video that I am completely aware that the Barbie Fashionistas line is just meant to be a budget line that is targeted directly at kids that promotes diversity and inclusion, but that's not all that it has to be. There is a lot of potential in the Barbie Fashionistas line if they just put a little bit more thought and effort into these designs so that they can also appeal to their adult collector demographic that they are very much aware of, especially for a wave like this one that I'm going to be reviewing in this video that is very clearly meant to pay tribute to iconic dolls from throughout Barbie's legacy. You would want to create something that collectors would also be proud to own, wouldn't you? Today in this video, I am going to be looking at what might very well be the worst wave of Barbie fashionistas ever. And I hate saying that. I really, really do. See, I only bought 3 dolls from this wave to look at today, and I didn't buy them because I viewed them as a good homage to these classic Barbie dolls. I bought them for a completely irrelevant reason because I liked the base dolls. And that's not why I feel like collectors should be buying this wave in particular. There are a lot of things that Mattel could have done to make this wave of Barbie fashionistas more attractive to adult collectors because there really isn't any harm in trying to target both demographics. In fact, I would even make the argument that it's better for a business to create a product that can be enjoyed by everyone that's going to be consuming their product. It just makes the most sense to me. And I don't understand why they don't put more emphasis onto that, especially in the age of the adult collector. Like, there are so many people out there that are collecting toys for themselves now. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that toy collecting is still a very niche hobby, but it's definitely not as stigmatized as it used to be. And Mattel, over really any toy manufacturer, should be the one to take advantage of that. And because this is probably going to be my last video of 2023, I really wanted to end this video off on a good note. So after I am finished looking at these 3 Barbie fashionistas, which are going to be the only dolls from this wave that I end up getting, there will be a surprise at the end of today's video, so stick around to find out what that is. So here is Barbie Fashionista number 216 displayed inside of her packaging, the new plastic and cardboard packaging. And you can see that their numbers are on the side of the box now, instead of being displayed on the front. This Barbie is meant to be paying homage to the 1985 Peaches and Cream Barbie. I know a lot of people who grew up loving the original Peaches and Cream Barbie. The artwork on the front of her box is extremely beautiful. So here is Barbie Fashionista number 216 straight out of her packaging, inspired by the 1985 Peaches and Cream Barbie. Though really the only inspiration that I can see from Peaches and Cream Barbie is the color of this dress. I guess my main criticism for this dress is that if it was a little bit more fitted like this, it would look so much better. And also the fabric on the front, like, this is just pathetic, because the original Peaches and Cream Barbie had an almost like iridescent snakeskin pattern on her dress. And I guess this is meant to sort of like simulate that without being actual like a glitter material, which I guess would have been too expensive. I mean, why else would they do this? I mean, this is just laughable. I mean, why would you paint on the glitter pattern on this design instead of just having a glitter material? That's so silly. I guess she does have these puffy mesh sleeves that kind of call back to Peaches and Cream Barbie's boa that she had, but the edges on these are not finished, and neither are they on the little ruffle at the bottom of the skirt, so I can imagine those fraying over time. unfortunately. And this would have been the absolute perfect opportunity for them to bring back the original Spanish head sculpt that the African American Peaches and Cream Barbie had. But instead, Mattel decided to use all modern head sculpts for some reason. That's one thing that I feel like they could have done that would have made it more attractive to collectors. There's no reason for them not to do that. Just using the classic head sculpts that were used on the original dolls, they don't have to be the same skin tone, the same hair texture, the same screening. I'd actually prefer for them all to have like an updated screening and be made in different and unique skin tones, like have unique interpretations of these head sculpts that had never been seen before. That would have been interesting to see. I think that would have definitely made these dolls more attractive to collectors, but they did not do that, unfortunately. So this doll uses the head sculpt that was used on the albino Barbie Fashionista. It does not have an official name for it, so most people just call it the albino head sculpt. And this head sculpt actually hasn't been seen in a while. Like, I thought she had been vaulted for the longest time because ever since Mattel came out with the Brooklyn head sculpt, which looks really similar to her, they haven't used this head sculpt in a long time. So I was kind of happy to see her again, though if you had seen this image that I posted on my Instagram stories that kind of went a little viral for a couple of days, her pixelation is no joke. Like, it's really hard to get a good picture of this girl because of the resin DIJ pixelation. And I mean, I'm thinking about maybe doing a video as to why Mattel uses this printing method. One of the excuses that they have used in the past is that the DIJ resin is a lot harder for kids to like scrape off the paint. Like the older like tampos, sometimes like the facial features will rub off. Like if you've ever seen a Barbie Fashionista secondhand with like almost rubbed off facial features, I think that's kind of what this is trying to prevent, but it just looks ugly. I'm theorizing that it's also cheaper, which money is the main deciding factor for a lot of their decisions. As long as they don't use it in Barbie collector products, there's really not any point in complaining about it anymore. But I don't like it. And it looks especially awful on her. I think it looks worse on dolls with darker skin complexions because whenever you shine the light on them to take a picture, their darker skin tone, I think, accentuates the shine because it's more of a contrast. You know, I mean, white on black is more of a contrast than white on white, if that makes any sense. And even though the DIJ is meant to also help with, you know, facial placement, like the making sure everything is lined up, it does look like to me that the lips on mine were painted a little bit lower than where they should be. So that's also unfortunate. I really wanted to like this Barbie Fashionista, but I just don't. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll find a more clean version of her that's got better facial printing, but we will see once they arrive in stores, I guess. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the future of Barbie Fashionistas in stores because if you live in the United States, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like Walmart and Target have been really slow on getting the new waves of Barbie Fashionistas in. Like, I go all over Tennessee, and from all the stores that I've been to, they've really only been getting like half of the last wave, which has been making it a lot more difficult for me to find perfect screening variants for my collection, which really sucks. Also, something that's definitely not in this doll's favor is that she has polypropylene hair. Now, we know that Mattel has black strands, so I have no idea why they chose to give her polypropylene. I mean, June has black strand hair, and she was only released like, what, 6 years ago? So there's no reason for that. And she is also on the tall body. We don't have a tall Mates Move body donor for her yet, so you probably have to make her either original size or curvy if you want to give her articulation. She does come with these really, really cool shoes though. I think that these are probably the best aspect about this doll. I don't know if this is a new shoe sculpt or not. I think it's a new shoe sculpt for the tall body because, you know, she has a bigger foot size. They're this really cool royal blue color, and they have like almost like a beaded strap on the front. I really, really like them. And she also comes with these interesting square earrings that could have easily been metallic. Now, the next doll that I'm going to be taking a look at is Barbie Fashionista number 214. She also has a really cute illustration on the front of her box, and her box came to me extremely damaged. Now, this doll to me is definitely one of the highlights from this wave because she is, I believe, the only doll to have a technically new head sculpt. So she uses either a closed mouth version of the Olivia head sculpt or a closed mouth version of the GRB52 head sculpt. I can't tell which one she is, but it's a closed mouth version of one of those two Asian Barbie head sculpts, which I think is really, really cool. I would have also liked to see the Steffi head sculpt used on this doll like the designer originally intended, or the TNT head sculpt used on her like in the original Twist and Turn Barbie. But this is cool too. Like I said, I love her, but it's not for the reasons that I should love her, you know? I don't love her because she's a good tribute to Twist and Turn Barbie. I love her because she's a cute base doll. She unfortunately also has the DIJ resin in her facial screening, but it doesn't look as bad because the white light that shines on it doesn't contrast as bad with her skin tone. And I really, really like her facial screening. I love her neutral makeup. I love her pink lips and her brown eyes. And her hair also is saran, which is awesome. Like, the brown part is saran, and also the pink is too, I believe. They also use pink saran on Draculaura and their Monster High doll line. So this is probably where this is from. She also wears a really cute red hair tie, which is a reference to the Twist and Turn Barbie. And her outfit is just as disappointing as I feared it would be. So it is just one piece, no fitted dress on underneath like the designer originally intended. It does have a little bit of like a reflection, like a hollow reflection on these polka dots, which I guess is something, but those do not continue to the back, and there is no Velcro, so it is just a slip over, like she's wearing pajamas or something. And she also comes with some light orange kicks, which I love the shoe sculpt. I don't have them in this color yet, so I guess I like the shoes. Now, this is a petite doll, but we unfortunately do not have a skin tone match for her yet in this body type. This is one of my main skin tones that I want Mattel to make in the petite body because I have so many like little Asian and Hispanic dolls that I want to make petites and have them made smooth articulation, but unfortunately we do not have a skin tone match for her yet. Kit, I guess, is close, but she's got a little bit too much like pink in her skin tone. She's not nearly as pale as she needs to be a proper skin tone match. So hopefully Mattel makes a perfect skin tone match for her in the future. Now, the last doll that I'm going to be looking at in this entire wave of Barbie Fashionistas is number 215, of course. I was very excited to get her because I'm happy that Mattel finally brought back this head sculpt. Even though this doll is meant to be inspired by the 1986 Barbie and the Rockers doll from the second series of Barbie and the Rockers, John clarified that for me. She's based off of the second wave of Barbie and the Rockers, who used the Superstar head sculpt. Would have been cool to see Superstar in Barbie Playline again, but I'm happy to see her at least. And here's a good look at her artwork. Also very, very beautiful. And so here is number 215 straight out of her packaging. And like I said, I'm really, really excited to see this head sculpt again. In fact, I brought out the original Barbie doll that used this head sculpt. I initially thought that they were going to be more of a skin tone difference between them. Like, I thought she was going to be a little bit darker, but they are pretty much the same. So that means she is going to be a good match for the green top Made Smooth Barbie. So they do have very similar skin tones. She might be a little bit more warmer, like more of a like pink tone skin tone, but they have completely different facial screenings, and this one also has a side part instead of a middle part. But she is Saran. She actually has Saran hair, which is good. Like, it's really weird that she got Saran hair, but the first doll that I looked at today didn't. Very strange, and they're from the same wave. But yes, she does have a completely new facial screening. It's pixelated too, unfortunately, but um, I'll live with it, I guess. I mean, I have to if I'm going to keep collecting Playline Barbie dolls. But I think she is very, very beautiful. Let me know what race or ethnicity you think she is, because she's really ambiguous, but to me, both of these dolls are indigenous. Like, she could be Middle Eastern, she could be South Asian, she could be indigenous, she could be a mestiza Latina, she could be really anything you want her to be. I mean, when you look at the Kardashians, she could just be white, but I'm pretty sure they go to a tanning booth at least 3 times a week. But beautiful facial screening. I would like the lips to be more of a neutral color, but I guess in terms of the design, the pink lips do call back to the pink top. That I think the top's actually really cute. I might use the top, like I might work that into a different outfit somewhere down the line. It's got some printed white stars on it. And again, with her, they did like the faux glitter on the skirt where it's supposed to look glittery, but it just kind of looks like it's got white speckles on it, really. Yeah, I don't care much for the skirt. She also comes with a translucent purple bracelet and a white pair of high heels. Definitely have seen this shoe sculpt before. Nothing new there. She is also on the original size Barbie body, so she would match the green top Made Smooth Barbie. I'm really happy to see this face again. I hope to see her a lot more, just use a little bit more creatively. So that was all of the Barbie Fashionistas that I had today to look at from that trash wave. Thank Ruth. It's weird because, like, with the Barbie Fashionistas, it's like a roller coaster almost. Like, the last wave before this was really cool. It's like you go up and then you go down and go up and go down. It's like, you know, we get one good wave and then it's immediately followed up with a terrible wave, and it's just, I wish there was a little bit more consistency, but I think it has more to do with they have one designer working on this wave, one designer working on this wave, and not all of them really work with Barbie regularly, so they don't know that, oh, this head sculpt's been used a million times. Let's pick something unique for this doll instead of, you know, having the same face each way. But like I said, I wanted to end this year off on a good note. And what better way to do that than to review a Barbie doll that's not from 2023? We are going to be looking at a doll from the good ages of Barbie. I mean, Barbie's good now, but I mean good as far as fashion quality wise. And how can you get any better than Barbie Fashion Fever? Can you believe what I found at McKay's the other day for only $9.95? I found this Barbie Fashionistas. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago. Barbie Fashion Fever hair highlights Teresa doll that I've actually had on my wish list for a long, long time. Like, I couldn't believe I found her there. It's starting to rain outside. I hope that doesn't affect the audio quality at all, but I found her and I was so excited because, like, she's actually been on my wish list for a long time because I love the facial screening on this Teresa doll. She is so cool, and for such a good price. It looks like originally at Kmart. She came from Kmart, and she originally sold for, I think that says $18.89. I would have definitely paid that for her new. I wonder how much that would be with inflation nowadays, considering she came out in 2006. That's the year I went into foster care. Really traumatic year for me. Anyway, she also has a little sticker on the front of her box that says Raven. I'm not sure what exactly that is for. I wonder if that's who originally owned this doll and why they kept her in box for so long. Maybe it was a collector. How am I going to end 2023 on a good note in terms of Barbie? This is how. Right before I open her up, I want to show you all a look at her packaging. Her very, very beautiful early 2000s packaging with the 2000s Barbie logo. It's got all these really cool illustrations on it. The idea of this doll, she's a hair play doll. So she comes with this little stamp essentially for you to put colored streaks into her hair. I'm not going to do that because I already know that she has Kanekalon hair and I don't want to mess with it at all. Like, even though it's a really cool concept, I gotta say, I just don't want to mess her up. Oh, actually, the hair ink, I guess, has an expiration date on it. And it expired back in 2008. So, yeah, definitely not using the hair stamps. How beautiful is this doll? Here is Hair Highlights Teresa, straight out of her packaging, and ay Dios mío, que hermosa. Her brown eyes, perfect. Her eyebrows, perfect. Her lipstick color, perfect. How delicately they painted her eyelashes are perfect. Like the layers of colors on her eyeshadow is perfect. Like the little subtle sheer highlight under her eyebrows is perfect. Everything is perfect on this facial screening. And the fact that she is a Teresa with a side glance, this sculpt never gets a side glance. And she even has like a little bit of blushing on her cheeks. So perfect. I love this doll's facial screening so much. And the fact that she is a Teresa with blonde hair is also really rare. She has this long, silky blonde Kanekalon, and I'm gonna try to keep my hands off of it. I don't want to mess it up too much. It looks like they also tied it at the top with a little elastic, which it's deteriorated, but it's been there so long that it's not going anywhere unless I tug on it. It's also so funny to me that they did this sort of comb over on her hairstyle to hide her 5 head that the sculpt normally has. The sculpt was made for bangs though. So, man, I love this doll. She is so, so beautiful. And these like lighter highlights in her hair are so cool. It's so 2000s, but it's so amazing. And she has a really tan complexion. Teresa's skin tone back in the day always fluctuated from light to tan because mestizo Latinos come in a million different skin tones. So her skin tone was always changing, but this one in particular does have a more tan complexion. And I think she's probably going to be best for the soccer player again, unfortunately. But I looked up the soccer player the other day and she has absolutely skyrocketed in price. So I don't know when I'll be able to rebody her, unfortunately, or I don't want to have to sacrifice another one of my dolls to give her articulation, but she will be articulated eventually. And this dress. Can we just admire this dress for a second? Like, the different textiles that are used in it, from this mesh and the glitter and this like sleek satin material. It's beautiful shade of light blue and these silver straps on the front. It's just a work of art, really. It's even like on the mesh, it's got like a subtle abstract pattern that's got different shades of blue and gray with a silver trim, and it's fitted to the body perfectly. This is the 2000s belly button body, and these straps also use the same fabric as on the front and the ruffle. No like clashing colors, no like lime green out of nowhere that Barbie likes to add nowadays. And she also comes with some matching glittery strappy heels. This doll comes with so much that's not even related to the hair play aspect of her that it feels illegal almost. Like she comes with a whole second outfit. Like she comes with this little blue crop top, this little blue crop top that has a floral pattern on it with some little white lace on the top and some blue straps to keep it on our shoulders. It's made out of a really cool, like reflectant material. Like, why did they put lace on this extra outfit? They didn't have to do that. Like, Modern Mattel would be like, why would we put lace on a second outfit? Like, that's just gonna cost us more money. Just leave her with her one unhemmed, unfitted piece of shit. I'm gonna show you everything that she comes with because it's absolutely ridiculous. She also comes with this little skirt that's made out of a partial glitter denim fabric and also this soft, like, corduroy imitation fabric that velcros at the back. So cute. And to match it, it also comes with this little mesh top for layering with that darker blue top. So ridiculous. She also comes with a matching it's like a holographic silver purse. It doesn't function or anything, but it looks cute. And she comes with this silver comb, and I've never seen this before. Never seen this Barbie comb sculpt. It's got a little swirl at the bottom. Let me know if you all have seen this used in any other Mattel products from back in the day. You know, maybe they gave her a smaller comb because of the, you know, hair highlights to brush them out. And I think that there was something leaking in the packaging because this pair of shoes is extremely sticky. Like either the glue from the adhesive that's keeping the packaging together, like the tape, seeped out or something, but this is extremely sticky. But it's still a really cool shoe sculpt with these little belts on it. Of course, it matches everything else, and she also, because she's a hair play doll, she comes with a bunch of little like hair accessories, like this cute little butterfly hair tie that's got these little beads on it. I'm gonna take these beads and I'm gonna make something out of it. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna use these beads. They're so cute. And it also comes with like some flower hair clips, star hair clip, some little translucent flower hair clips, and also some purple hair clips. And these up here are the little ink cartridges for the hair highlighting tool, which is right here. This thing looks like something that some company would pay you to advertise under your popular Twitter post. I mean, it's essentially just a stamp, and it's got this little dial on the side to change the color of the hair streaks. It's got a cute little sculpted star on the top though. Well, that's basically all that I had to talk about for today. Even though this last wave of Barbie Fashionistas was a flop, we did get a lot of good Barbie products in 2023, and I'm really excited to see what 2024 brings. Now, I'm personally going to be going out of town tomorrow to spend some time with my family, so I hope that you all also have a nice holiday, whatever you're celebrating. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this video to help me out in the algorithm, and I'll see you all next one. Thank you so much. Bye, and happy holidays.